Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is Thursday, December 29th. Hey, the gang is all here. Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Good to have everybody at the desk this morning.
It's nice to be here.
All we're missing is David Sears, and he's waiting anxiously in the wings.
Come on,
Gonna
come
pop over
on
real
down.
quick. We'll make room for David Sears. There he is.
There you go. Good morning.
Almost New Year's. Good to have the whole gang. Now, we can do this.
We can.
If we didn't think it was possible, we've just made it happen. Take that,
see
night
it.
beat. All right, let's check on the forecast.
Yes.
Let's do that. We've been watching some fog this morning. Some of it thick as you get out west to San Antonio. There is a dense fog advisory out there. Nothing much here around San Antonio, though, so it's been fairly quiet here, just cloudy. But as we look out west, you see visibility is down close to zero. Rock Springs, you go past Carrizo Springs. There could be some travel issues out west, so just be aware of that. Pollen count is in. Mountain Cedar jumped up into the moderate category today. I don't know why, but it's there. It's at 120. Molds are low at 370. And as we go outside for you, it is cloudy, 65. Dew point is at 61. It is warm, comparatively speaking. After that stretch we had of really cold weather, things have warmed up significantly, and a lot of it has to do with moisture surging up out ahead of our next storm system. So 70 by 2 o'clock today, 72 the high. We'll put in some small rain chances. I wouldn't worry too much about it. The bulk of the activity, or all of it, will be San Antonio and points east, and that's if we see anything at all. I think it'll all be pretty light, and generally the radar will be pretty quiet. The weekend shaping up to be nice. We're going to look at the New Year's Eve forecast here in just a second, but we got to get over to Stephen now. Morning commute's winding down. Is there anything else going on out there?
Well, winding down, yes, Justin, but problems still popping up there. 35 at Nogalitos. Let's get a quick look at TransGuide. This just came up on our wall here of cameras, and you can see that first responders are out there. I'll get this pinpointed on the map, but I can tell you right now, TxDOT reports this incident along the northbound lanes. And again, you see those first responders that are working to clear that up. Very hard to make out from this shot, a little grainy, but I'll get our friends over there at TransGuide on the phone to see if we can get maybe a closer shot in and show you the conditions. But it doesn't appear to be impacting the majority of traffic, but that could always change as we see people head out on the roadways. We did have a pretty serious crash earlier off of I-35 northbound at FM 3009 over closer to the northeast side, and you can see that's already been disappeared from the map, and it's also cleared out, so better news to report out there. And it looks like that crash just auto-populated there along 35, but again, we'll get a closer look. That one looks to be probably something different near 410. But other than that, it's just been a quiet start to the morning. We did have our few incidents that were popping up a little bit earlier in the morning. But right now, I'd say the big thing to watch out for are some of those construction spots. They are still active. So make sure you scan this QR code that is now on your screen. That will take you to our KSAT traffic page. A full list of closures is on there if you scroll to the bottom of the page. Other than that, we'll keep a close eye on the roadways and keep you updated on that crash along 35 near Nogalitos. Mark, Steph?
Thank you, Stephen. San Antonio police are asking for your help finding a woman who has been missing since Tuesday. So take a look at your screen.
This is 62-year-old Teresa Jimenez. She was last seen on the southwest side on Barlight Boulevard, not far from South San High School. She's about 5'3", has long brown hair that may be in a French braid.
She was also last seen wearing the sweater in this picture. If you have any information about her whereabouts, you are asked to call the San Antonio Police Department's Missing Persons Unit. That number on your screen, 210-207-7660.
For now, let's get you caught up on the rest of the day's news.
Today's 9 at 9. More than 2,300 Southwest flights are already canceled today, marking the fourth straight day the airline has canceled more than 50% of its scheduled flights. Experts say it could take another week before the airline gets back on schedule. Criticism is increasing for Southwest, and demand for accountability is growing.
The recent travel meltdown with Southwest Airlines is prompting rival air carriers to cap fares to some cities. Wall Street Journal reports that Delta, United, American, Spirit, and Frontier Airlines are all offering lower fares or waiving rebooking fees for the thousands of Southwest passengers who have been stranded this week.
The crippling winter storm is now blamed for at least 60 deaths nationwide, with at least 38 from the Buffalo area. Thousands of people are also waking up without power today. Progress is underway to clear snow-covered roads and restore power to customers, but there are clashes over the response to this record-breaking blizzard.
The CDC has announced new restrictions on all travelers from China heading to the U.S. Starting January 5th, anyone traveling from China will be required to show proof of a negative PCR or antigen test taken within 2 days of departure. The tighter measures have been introduced because the U.S. is concerned about China's increasing number of COVID cases and a lack of transparency from the Chinese government.
The island of Taiwan could soon be able to beef up its arms supplies. That is thanks to a potential $180 million arms sale approved by the Biden administration. It comes amid ongoing tensions between the island and mainland China. Washington has long provided arms to the island under the terms of the Taiwan Relations Act. However, the move is likely to provoke anger from Beijing, which views Taiwan as a part of China.
Tariffs on imported baby formula could be reinstated in 2023. Suspensions on the tariffs were implemented during the supply chain issues and formula shortages earlier this year. According to the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. dairy industry had urged lawmakers to let tariff exemptions expire, claiming there's enough supply in the market now.
How low or high will gas prices go in the new year? Experts from Gas Buddies say that drivers could see the lowest prices in February, forecasting a national average around $2.99 per gallon. Gas Buddy predicts that prices could increase over the summer.
With the rising cost of eggs comes record profits for the nation's largest egg producer, Cal-Maine Foods, as its quarterly sales have more than doubled from last year. Inflation and an avian flu outbreak have contributed to higher prices.
Today is the day Longhorn fans have been waiting for. The Valero Alamo Bowl is taking place tonight at 8 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. Number 20 Texas is taking on number 12 Washington. This marks the 6th all-time Alamo Bowl appearance for the Longhorns and the first under head coach Steve Sarkisian. And that's today's 9 at 9.
In your other morning headlines, Bill Cosby wants to go back out on the road and do more comedy, and friends going out of their way in more ways than one to help friends.
Plus, what to do if you are one of those who had to endure or still have to endure those airline cancellations. David Sears is here to help us out this morning.
Few ideas for you. Remember the word receipts.
Yes.
Receipts.
Receipts,
Keep that in
receipts,
mind.
receipts.
We'll get to that in just a second. Comedian Bill Cosby wants to get back on the road and start doing stand-up again next year. He was on WGH Talk Radio earlier this week and was asked point blank if he wanted to tour again. His answer was a simple yes. A representative for Cosby also confirmed in a report that the comedian is looking at starting a tour in the spring or summer of next year. Cosby, who is 85, spent 3 years in a Philadelphia prison after he was convicted of criminal sexual assault, but that conviction was overturned by the state Supreme Court. However, 5 women have filed new sexual assault lawsuits against Cosby, but a spokesperson for Cosby calls them frivolous and said the women are part of a, quote, parade of accusers who previously came forward. Now time for our daily dose of feel-good. Meet Jenny Summers, the Good Samaritan of this story. Bob Meyer was trying to get home to Milwaukee for Christmas. He was flying Southwest. First flight canceled. He was rebooked on Christmas Eve. That flight canceled. He eventually made it to St. Louis via New Orleans. Thought he was going to get on a flight home, then delayed. Finally, he called his friend Jenny in Wisconsin. Jenny got in her car, drove to St. Louis to pick up Bob. But before they got out of town, they picked up a couple more riders. Alex taking his wife from Milwaukee, also stuck in St. Louis. So while Bob was actually waiting for his ride, Jenny, in a bar, he noticed Alex across the bar.
That's when Bob approached me from the other side of the bar. He had seen my Packer hat, and nice Wisconsin guy, assumed I was going to Milwaukee.
No, it's just the right thing to do. I can't just leave people stranded down there.
Now, those Packer fans stick together. The good news, they all made it home safe and sound. All right, the mess is still not cleared up, though. More flights being canceled today by Southwest, as you just heard a few minutes ago. Patience for some no longer wearing thin is just gone, and it's hard to blame them. Those stories of being stranded will be told for years to come. Even though it has been sunny and nice here in San Antonio, thousands of passengers have been hit with delays, cancellations, and, of course, the next problem, finding those bags.
They had told us that the flight was canceled, so we were left with no recourse other than to try the next day. And we decided just to drive up. So we drove up. We drove up 17 hours.
My sister and her husband, their kiddos, their flight got canceled this morning for their 9:30 a.m. flight. Ours was fine. My dad kept trying to get them put on our flight, but they couldn't. And it turned out to be 40 empty seats on our flight.
Story after story after story. So if you are one of those who experienced that frustration or know someone who had to deal with it, there are some things you can do and you need to be reminded of. You do have some rights as passengers. First off, let's begin with the most important one right now. If you were one of those who were affected by a Southwest cancellation or delay, save your receipts. If you stayed in a hotel, rented a car, bought a meal, bought gas to travel home, save all those receipts because the head of Southwest has promised you will be, quote, taken care of. Not sure what that means, but save those receipts and we'll find out in the near future. All right. Try International Customer Service Line. And according to Katie Nastro of Scott's Cheap Flights, International Customer Service Lines are shorter, so you might get some satisfaction a little faster. Do not wait on Southwest Airlines to book you on another airline. Go ahead and book that yourself if you can. They've got enough problems that it is. Trying to get you on another airline might be just added to the problems. Remember your rights. You do have some rights. Like getting rebooked, you should not get charged even if it's a few days later. So pay attention to all these tips because you can get some money back if you've spent a whole lot of money just trying to get home. And check your credit card travel protection. If you used a credit card to buy those tickets, your card might give you protection for cancellation or significantly delayed flight. So you might be able to get something back from your credit card company. Just a few ideas for you as you deal with this frustration if you've been affected by those delays. But I think the most important one right now is to make sure if you were one of those who got your flight canceled on Southwest and you had to spend the night in a hotel, save the receipts, put them in a box somewhere, get a shoe box, put them somewhere. It's going to take a while. You know how things are.
Yep.
They haven't even gotten everybody home yet. So it's going to be a while. But if months from now they pop up and say, hey, you got those receipts, we'll reimburse you some certain amount of money. So make sure you do that. And then I think the credit card one is pretty important as well because you might be able to get some reimbursement from your credit card company.
Keep any and all options available to you. Just you have to document everything, kind of be your own advocate here, don't you?
Got to take care of yourself in this situation because apparently nobody else is going to take care of you right now. They're trying, but hopefully Southwest can get this thing straightened out over the next few months. And
hopefully so.
Take care of. So.
All right, David, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Right now, 9:10, 64 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
We're about 3 weeks away from MLK Day, and organizers are getting ready for the annual Martin Luther King Jr. March and why it means so much to have the march back in person again.
But before that, it's National Good Riddance Day, a time to let go of past mistakes or headaches and look forward to a fresh start. How the day is being celebrated in New York when we come back. Okay, remember here, we're just the messengers. I didn't write, I'm just reading. Whether it's a past relationship or a bad habit, or maybe both, and you've had enough, today is the day to do something about it.
It's National Good Riddance Day, and as ABC's Will Gans explains, it's a way to leave the bad behind and start fresh in the new year.
Trash the pandemic right there. Go for hit that punching bag, bash it.
Good Riddance Day 2022. Revelers in Times Square trashing and bashing the things they're ready to leave behind.
Saying goodbye to Russia's attack on Ukraine. Second, my personal college semester gaps, meaning my decision to skip a semester. And third, the drastic increase of celebrity deaths.
And dashing towards the end of the year.
Come on, Vanessa! Make some noise for Vanessa! Yes!
Visitors of all ages taking to Times Square to share what they are saying good riddance to in 2023.
Falling off the beam at gymnastics. Falling off the beam in gymnastics.
From being off balance to canceled flights to more personal promises.
So in 2023, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of doubt that I had in 2022. I just want to enjoy life more, have more experiences, take a dance class without worrying if I'm going to be like Beyonce and be amazing and just have fun at it.
According to the Times Square Alliance, the festivities are inspired by a Latin American tradition in which New Year's revelers stuffed dolls with objects representing bad memories and then set them on fire. But keeping with modern times, this 16th annual Good Riddance Day in Times Square found life online, too. Goodbye to that bad relationship that I allowed to hold me back. Goodbye to having guilt. Goodbye to the 2022 me. Leaving the stress behind.
What are you saying good riddance to in 2022?
I would say stress. It's just, there's no time for it.
Turns out a lot of us hope to be stress-free in 2023. There are so many documented psychological benefits of writing and releasing your heavier feelings, and this exercise can help you prioritize your problems, fears, and concerns. So why not celebrate your own belated Good Riddance Day? Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
As we go outside with live cam, we were going to ask Steph what's on her good riddance list today, but afraid our names would be on that list.
Oh, man.
We're going to refrain.
I say good riddance to the freezing weather last week.
There you go.
Yeah.
So topical too, Steph.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good transition, too.
It's the truth.
Actually, I'm with you on this. Good riddance. And we got rid of it, and now we've kind of flipped the script because things are warm, they're humid, and we started off in the 60s this morning compared to what, teens last week? It was 16 on December 23rd. Let's look at 2022's extremes. That was the coldest all year. 16. Our warmest was back in July. You remember that day? 107. We had heat indices a little higher than that. So we had a 91-degree difference between our highest temperature and our lowest temperature. And it was a hot summer, and then we had that cold snap last week, and now things have kind of leveled out a little bit. But one of the big reasons that things are so much warmer this morning is humidity. Dew points are up some 20 degrees here in San Antonio. We saw some dew point rises close to 30 earlier. So we know the moisture surging in. That helps bring in the clouds, helps bring in the fog, and it keeps morning lows a little bit warmer. It doesn't last all that long. Dew points will come down this afternoon and going into tonight. Right now we're at 65. We've got calm winds. And the fog, not a problem here around San Antonio, but it is as you go out west. Rock Springs, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, all dealing with some pretty dense fog at this hour. It'll take another couple of hours before that lifts. And you see the numbers here locally: 63 Canyon Lake, 68 in New Braunfels, 67 in Seguin, 61 right now in Kerrville. And this is a look at the dew points. So we've got dew points in the 60s. That's muggy, and that is a huge, huge change from where we were last week, too. If you remember, we had dew points in the negative numbers. So this is quite a turnaround in just a few days' time. And as we look at the big picture here, that moisture surging north out ahead of our next storm system. So we've got high dew points all the way into parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas. That's going to lead potentially to a few storms this afternoon. There is a small area here across East Texas and Louisiana where there could be one or two strong storms this afternoon. And it's mainly the Houston area. If you look around here, we're not included in that. It's going to be our far eastern counties, Hallettsville, LaGrange, and even then, I think it's sort of a stretch. You look at the forecast, and it does call for some isolated showers and maybe a storm, but this is going to be east of San Antonio throughout the day, and it's only a 20% chance. As we get into tonight, things should be pretty quiet. We'll have another chance for a few light showers tomorrow, but all of it will be light. The air will be drier tomorrow. Surface moisture will be drier, so anything that falls, it's just going to be light. That's the bottom line. 20% chance on your Friday before all that moves out. And then by the time we get into the weekend, weather should be beautiful, just in time for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So the forecast today, cloudy this morning, stray shower this afternoon, but otherwise just cloudy and 72. And then we fall into the 60s tonight, 62 at 8 o'clock. Pretty mild evening, and temperatures tomorrow will be fairly similar. As we look at the dew point trend, yes, humid today, but it falls off. Those dew points fall off tomorrow and Saturday, build back on Sunday. So Sunday will be a fairly humid day, and then they fall off again with a couple of weak fronts here. Nothing that does a lot for our temperatures, but it does alter the humidity a little bit. Our New Year's Eve forecast, 76, mostly sunny and nice. 52 will be the morning low on Sunday. We're up to 78, and there will be more humidity for New Year's Day. All in all, though, a beautiful weekend. And there's a look at the forecast again today. 72, 70 Friday, 76 Saturday, 78 Sunday, and then 79 Monday. That's our next chance of rain, by the way. 20% chance right now. We may get to up those rain chances if things continue to look promising. Otherwise, it's 70s here across the board and a warm-looking forecast as we head into 2023.
Thank you, Justin. The MLK March here in San Antonio is one of the biggest in the country, and organizers are excited to march in person again this year after having the event be done virtually over the past 2 years.
That was because of the COVID pandemic and the high number of COVID cases. But as Garrett Burgeon tells us, after 2 years, organizers have renewed energy and a bigger budget than ever.
From 12 to 2 for the performance.
In its last meeting of the year, the MLK Commission focused largely on last-minute details.
The link for the awards added to the
the most important issue already decided, that the march will happen in person.
The march will end here at Pittman-Sullivan Park. Organizers hoping to pack this space as they aim for a big turnout.
The last year that we marched in 2020, I was told that we had right at about 300,000. I'm hoping for at least 50,000 more.
And they received $300,000 from the city this year, 3 times the original planned contribution. Chairman Dwayne Robinson says the money allows the commission to firstly just breathe.
And there's always this thought and that we think so much about the march, but there are other activities that we do as part of the commission, so now we're able to better fund them.
For the past 2 years, the march has been about making do. 2021's march was held virtually, while the 2022 march was supposed to be in person. A spike in COVID cases caused a last-minute cancellation and fall back to virtual once more.
It was very difficult because I, again, have been involved with the march ever since I was a little girl. So it's not just a march or a parade for us. You know, it's just a symbolism of, you know, our freedoms for all and where we come from and where we're going.
As chairman, Robinson isn't too worried about that happening again. Though he said he'd like that question answered by a medical professional, while the wreath-laying co-chair is ready to go.
No, I'm decreeing and declaring that we're going to be able to move forward with an in-person march on January 16, 2023.
There's less than 3 weeks until we find out. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
922, 65 degrees.
The need for emergency medical service employees is crucial. But thanks to a new law, people interested in getting into the field can do so a little more quickly. Lee Waldman will tell us more about the program after the break.
Across the country and here in South Texas, emergency medical services are facing staffing shortages, and problems existed before the pandemic have only been amplified by it.
But as Lee Waldman reports, a new Texas law is helping ease the burden for people wanting to get their certification.
And then we can do dual tone, so that's 2, or we can do mono.
After 6 years as a combat medic for the Army, Angie Kanai decided to take her medical knowledge to the streets as an EMT for Acadian Ambulance.
You're there for that person in their worst moment, and you got to do the best you can for them.
Last year, Acadian launched an accelerated program to get more EMTs and paramedics into the workforce. That's how Kanai got here. We saw people. But Christine Kerner, a recruiter for Acadian, says there's still a shortage.
Took a toll not just at Acadian, but nationally. EMS has taken such a hit. The last thing we want is for someone to call 911 and no one be able to show up.
To help, the Texas legislature set aside $21.7 million for EMS education and retention as a part of Senate Bill 8.
That funding allows individuals to come in the door that may not have that opportunity elsewhere.
This is our cardiac bag.
With that funding, the Texas Department of State Health Services created the EMS Education Scholarship Fund.
So, me and my partner, we work a 2-2-3.
It'll completely cover the costs of people getting their certification for EMT, advanced EMT, or paramedic.
The only thing that the state requires back from them is 96 hours of their time a month for 1 year.
And then we have this really cool thing.
Join Acadian, we're amazing! There's also priority given to people working in rural counties and underserved areas of our state. Kerner hopes this will allow them to make up some of the lost workforce and keep serving people facing emergencies.
Really putting it to use to grow individuals internally to make sure that when you call 911, someone's going to show up at your door.
Did you want me to do the sirens again?
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Applications are open to anyone 18 years and older with a high school diploma or GED. To sign up for the program with Acadian Ambulance, you can you can email Christine Kerner by the beginning of February. Registration officially closes by February 20th. We have all this information on our website at ksat.com.
Right now, 927, 65 degrees. There is more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a look ahead to tonight's Valero Alamo Bowl game against UT and Washington. They will be back to talk about the matchup along with other games going on tonight.
Yeah, including Cowboys. As we get ready to welcome a new year, we're looking back at some of the most shocking news stories we brought you right here on GMSA. Katrina Weber shows us some of the notable ones she covered this year when we come back. 9:31, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And this past year, there have been plenty of pictures in our newscast that have said a whole lot.
Katrina Weber and photojournalist Azian Bermia cover a lot of the stories for the morning show, and they have put together some of the most shocking videos we saw this year.
Long before you could hear the crackling, there was no missing the flames. Unfortunately, we saw beloved businesses like this become raging infernos on more than one occasion.
I don't know what we're going to do now, but anyway, we do thank all the customers.
In March, it was the popular Jacala Mexican restaurant and decades of memories that burned to the ground. 1 month later, a Southside community saw the decades-old Guardian Angel daycare crumble under the heat. Another morning brought another raging fire, taking down the former Midnight Rodeo bar in November. And almost 1 month later to the day, trouble that started inside Denny's near I-10 and Foster Road swallowed up the entire building, which also included Flying J's truck stop. A truck and 2 trains move into the second spot on my list, 2 separate stories that stopped me in my tracks. Not far from General Hudnell on Highway 90, a pickup left unrecognizable after slamming into 2 parked trains in May. 2 people were able to run away from this wreck, but a separate mishap on some tracks in August left the man trapped. Firefighters had to rescue the stowaway from Eagle Pass, who was stuck inside a freight car for more than 12 hours. In the third spot is the image from August of an Amazon truck poking out from the front of a restaurant near I-35. That driver wasn't hurt, but packages scattered all over the parking lot. Also escaping injury, but not my list, is a woman saved by her TV.
She was standing at the door and the TV was in front of her.
A neighbor told us the wide screen took a bullet meant for someone else.
All right, follow me.
A ghostly doll named Sarah, who we met around Halloween, haunts the final spot on the list. With eyes like hers, it's easy to see why she captures attention. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, on TV, a lot of us, you see a lot of us at our reporters, but there's an important piece of the puzzle that's behind the scenes, and that would be our photographers.
We have some great photojournalists that work morning, day, and night to help us bring the news and stories to you. And to highlight them, we are airing a special this evening to introduce you to some of them.
So tune in at 9 o'clock tonight for our 1-hour special. Our team will share the stories they remember most from this year and take behind the scenes of what goes into covering all the stories you see here on KSAT.com. You wouldn't imagine the time and effort that goes into these kinds of this kind of coverage. So tune in tonight at 9, followed by the Night Beat at 10.
And let's look out there for live cam. I have to admit, so a long time ago, I was kind of hoping for cooler Christmas weather, and boy, did I get cold weather. So this is nicer now.
What is she asking for New Year's is what
I don't know.
I asked for nothing.
I'm scared. Yeah, it was cold over Christmas, that's for sure. We've done just about a 180 here with much warmer weather now, and we're going to be above average for the foreseeable future. I want to check in on flight delays because this obviously has been a big problem over the last several days. At the moment, none of the major hubs are reporting delays. Now, there is a storm system moving across the country. You see the snow there in the nation's midsection. Denver has seen quite a bit of snow, but again, not reporting any delays. It doesn't mean there won't be any, but at least the major hubs, everything's flowing at the moment. Satellite picture shows there's a lot of clouds. We have morning low clouds. We've got some high clouds on top of that, so that means a mostly cloudy day. Temperatures in the mid-60s at the airport, 61 in Kerrville, 68 in New Braunfels, 67 over there in Gonzales. And the weather headlines, cloudy, a few showers, maybe a stormy east today. There could be a few more light showers tomorrow. Nothing to get excited about. It'll be few and far between. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day looking good. In fact, we'll get great weather over the weekend. And you know what? Pretty good weather for the Valero Alamo Bowl going on tonight for all those who are in town for the game, guys.
Speaking of, the city and fans from Austin and Washington are getting ready for today's Valero Alamo Bowl game.
But there's also Cowboys and Spurs playing tonight as well. David Sears is here. Let's start talking about that bowl matchup between the Horns and the Huskies. And a little bit later on, I'm going to blow your mind with an NFL season-ending simulation just run by ESPN.
Wow.
David Sears.
Okay. We'll get ready for that. Let's talk about the Longhorns and the Washington Huskies tonight in the annual Alamo Bowl game. Of course, the Longhorns are going to be missing several other players. We've had that discussion already this week about how these guys have elected not to play in the bowl game. We're talking about B.J. Robinson. We're talking about his backup running back. And we're talking about Overton, one of the best defensive players in the country. They're all headed off to the NFL. So they are not going to be playing for the Longhorns tonight. And Robinson is like one of the best, if not the best running back. He's the best running back in the conference. He's one of the best running backs in the entire country.
Yes, he is.
So he's not going to be there. The quarterback, Penix Jr. for Washington, is going to be there. He led the nation in passing in FBS, so he's going to be ready to go tonight. So this ought to be an interesting game. Washington is 10-2. The Longhorns are 8-4. Washington is the underdog. So there you go.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought it was the other way.
Kind of weird. Kind of strange. But anyway, kickoff is at 8 o'clock for the Longhorns and the Huskies. I think this is like, what, the sixth time Texas has been here?
Yes.
Like that,
For another one? So, all right, we'll see how that goes. And if you, so we're kind of going backwards here. Before that, it's the Cowboys and the Titans. They kick off a little after 7, like at 7:15 tonight. The Cowboys need to win out, and then they need to have Philadelphia lose out for the Cowboys to win the division. So there's still some hope. Remember, the Titans lost to the Texans last week.
They're imploding.
So, yeah, last time I said that team wasn't very good. The Cowboys they almost beat the Cowboys. So I'm not going to say that this time. So, but that one's tonight at 7:15. And then we'll have to wait to see what Philadelphia does this week. I think Philadelphia has like 2 really weak teams left.
Sure. Can I tell you about this real quick?
Okay, real quick.
Okay, ESPN has run a simulation the rest of the season through the playoffs. They have Dallas versus San Francisco in the NFC Championship game. Dallas making the Super Bowl and losing to Buffalo.
To Buffalo.
To Buffalo.
Didn't they beat Buffalo like, 9 times back in the 90s or something? No, they beat Buffalo like twice, right?
Something
So
like
Buffalo is coming back at them?
So we'll
according
see.
to this simulation?
Yep.
Cowboys in the Super Bowl, according to that, huh?
According to this.
All right.
We shall
I
see.
guess Dak won't be throwing any interceptions. Knicks and Spurs tonight. I know. I just threw that in there. I just had to.
Wow.
Trust me, I'm not the only one that thinks that. Just get on Twitter. Knicks and Spurs tonight at 7 o'clock. So here's Steph. Here's how we're looking at this. Okay? The Spurs over their last 2 are 1-1. How about that for positivity?
Yeah, that's good. And
Like that?
It's Star Wars night.
And it
should be better.
I did not know that. Is Star Wars night at the game tonight?
It sure is.
So the Spurs are looking for a win from far, far away.
Yes. Hoping that the Force will help out here.
So maybe Yoda will show up and give them a little inspiration.
We sure hope so.
Pregame speech from
Busy
Yoda.
night. We were telling folks.
How would that go? A pregame speech from Yoda?
I know that's true.
Yes.
And when's the last time we had lots of traffic around the Dome and the AT&T Center on this same night, David?
Yeah.
I'm feeling sorry for myself because I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I got to show up to work, but holy smokes. I stayed up last night, watched the Tech game. I got 3 games I got to watch tonight. Remote's going to be worn out by the time this night's over.
No kidding. And congratulations to Tech beating Ole Miss.
Yeah, that was a good one last night.
Yeah.
But so tomorrow, man, just forgive me for being tired tomorrow.
He's lost here at the end of the year.
Yeah, this is a Thursday for crying out loud.
I know, right?
How much more do you want?
On?
This is like a Saturday afternoon.
No kidding. It's a good thing, right?
Good stuff. So Longhorns, Cowboys, and Spurs all in one night.
Yes.
Can't beat it.
So much to wish for.
Oh, my.
We'll have a wrap up tomorrow if we're awake.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
Look forward to it.
9:39, 65 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and if you're thinking of your New Year's resolution, we have some tips on how to keep them. We will explain after the break.
A new year is a chance for a fresh start for many of us. There are definitely some things we can do better in 2023.
ABC's Alexis Christophorus has some tips on how to make and keep your New Year's resolution.
This time of year, many Americans commit to a New Year's resolution, but sticking to it isn't easy.
Resolutions are specifically hard to keep because they're often a decision to either do or to not do something.
Licensed psychologist Dr. Melissa Bodine says to think about setting a goal rather than a resolution, and more specifically, a SMART goal.
So a SMART goal, I hear this acronym a lot, is a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound.
So make sure your goal is not vague, like I want to be more active, but specific, such as I want to run a marathon, and make it measurable so you can track your progress.
Instead of I just want to lose weight, it's I want to lose 10 pounds.
Dr. Bodine says to make sure it's attainable considering the amount of time and effort it will take and relevant to the bigger accomplishments you want to achieve in your life.
If your broad goal is to be more creative, maybe writing a book is a good goal for you, but maybe running a marathon isn't.
And set a goal that is time-bound by having a date you want to reach it by. Once you've set your goal, write it down and break it up into smaller steps. If your goal is to run a marathon, step 1 could be signing up.
You are much more likely to do the training and to accomplish the goal if you've already signed up for it, you have a date for it.
Set a smaller goal for each week, rewarding yourself when you reach your weekly goals.
Watching your favorite show on Netflix, so you're saving it till the end of the week until you hit your goal.
Dr. Bowden says if you miss a step, get back on the horse and know that you can still make progress toward your goal.
Progress is hard. Give yourself grace. If you had one extra cheat day or whatever it may be, wake up the next morning and start again.
Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
I guess for those wanting to exercise, the temperatures will work out in the next few days and after New Year's.
Yes, they will. And we've got some clouds kind of hanging around today, kind of the flip side of the weather pattern we've had the last week or so.
Yeah, we had the cold, and yesterday was really nice. I mean, temperatures made it into the 70s. It was sunny. Today will still be nice temperature-wise, but we got the clouds to contend with. Those clouds probably stick with us most of the day. So kind of a cloudy day, but the clouds do go away for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So that's good news. We look at the year-to-date rainfall, and look, at this point, yeah, we do have some chances for rain today and tomorrow, very, very small chances. We're going to finish in second place, so 11.51 for the year. The average is 32.19. Wrap your mind around that. That's just an incredibly dry year. We're just going to fall just behind 1917, which was the driest year on record, where we only picked up 10 inches of rain. So what a dry year it has been. Rain chances this week, as I mentioned, some very small chances today and tomorrow, and then again on Monday. And I think Monday, as we get a little bit closer, if things pan out the way they're looking, maybe we get to raise rain chances some. But that will be for 2023. 2022 will end on a very dry note, it appears, as we go outside for you. Cloudy skies, 65 degrees at the airport, 67 Stinson, 64 Kelly at both and at Randolph with light winds. There is all the cloud cover. Now, there will be some breaks today. I think the sun will peek through a couple of times, but in general, we're going to call for a mostly cloudy to cloudy day. You see the high clouds that are over top of some morning low clouds, and we had a lot of fog out west. So just much cloudier than the last couple of days. 68 New Braunfels, 69 Gonzales, 69 Kennedy, 68 right now in Pleasanton. We had cooler numbers out west where the air was a little drier. You had much warmer readings to the east where there was quite a bit more humidity. 67 right now in Seguin, 63 currently in Helotes, your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Noontime 66 and cloudy. By the afternoon, up around 72. We do add in a 20% chance of a shower or storm, but as I said, don't expect much out of that. I think if we're going to see anything, it's going to be east of San Antonio. San Antonio points east, and I'll show you that here with our Futurecast. By 3 p.m. today, does show a couple of showers, maybe eastern Bexar County, Gonzales, Cuero, Howattsville. That's where you would have the chance for a shower, maybe even a storm, but most of that activity is going to be north and east. And then we'll have the chance, as more energy moves across tomorrow, to see a few very light showers. The air will be drier tomorrow, so anything that falls may evaporate some, but there's a chance for some light stuff, I'd say afternoon into the evening, and then after that it clears out and we get the great weather for the weekend. There's the big picture. And there is quite a bit of snow across places like Nebraska and Kansas, area of low pressure right there. And there is some pretty heavy snow, caused some issues in Denver earlier. So that's spreading east, but well to our north. It's out ahead of it that we're getting that moisture getting pulled north. And then as you go out west, that's where you run into some pretty wicked weather too. Snow, rain, strong winds, and that may be an area where there are some flight delays today. So that's a place where you may want to check ahead if that is your destination. Extended forecast. 20% chance of a shower tomorrow, 70, 76 Saturday, 78 Sunday. Really can't beat the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day forecast. Looks really good. 20% chance of rain Monday, as we said, close to 80. Weak frontal boundary comes through and that cools us down some. 73 Tuesday, 71 Wednesday. You won't really notice these weak frontal boundaries as far as the afternoon temperatures. It's those morning temperatures that are affected. We drop back down into the 40s for lows by Tuesday and Wednesday morning, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Just about 10 till 10, for the first time in more than 20 years, there will be a new man at the helm of Bexar County government.
Former District Court Judge Peter Sakai is taking over after County Judge Nelson Wolf decided to step down after a long career in state and local politics.
KSAT's Garrett Burns sat down with the county judge-elect to talk about his plans for our area.
After a career on the bench, Judge Peter Sakai will take a seat on the dais in 2023.
I just want to take care of people. I want to take care of our citizens. I want to fix the problems that they're confronted with.
He's already a familiar face in Bexar County, and some familiar issues are among his top priorities.
Justice system, the jail, property tax relief.
But when it came to specifics on how he'd deal with them, Sakai would not say. He told KSAT his focus in the first 100 days will be assessing the situation in the county. So Sakai says he doesn't really have very specific plans just yet.
They're coming. They're coming after I put my team into place and bring in their expertise. I want change, but I'm not going to come in there and make change just for the sake of change. I'm not going to come in there and have specific plans that have not been thought of.
Sakai says elected officials need to listen to how their plans will affect people. He also says he's heard, quote, quite clearly from county employees that they don't feel valued.
It's not just a compensation issue. It's an issue of being treated with dignity and respect. So one thing I'm coming into is to help people understand I'm there to listen to you, I'm there to make changes, and there to work.
Work that starts with the new year. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
All right, 9:50, 65 degrees.
And when we come back, a look at some new movies coming out next month.
A new batch of movies are heading to theaters next month.
Tom Hanks, Hugh Jackman, and Anna Kendrick all have new movies coming out.
CNN's Rick Damigella gives us a quick preview of what is to come.
I designed Megan to protect Katie from feeling lonely.
The new year starts off scary with the sci-fi horror yarn Megan starring Allison Williams. Megan creeps into theaters January 6th.
I'm sorry to get him here earlier. The whole neighborhood is falling apart these days.
Tom Hanks plays the local grump whose new neighbors try to help him in A Man Called Otto. The dramedy debuted in limited release over the holidays and goes into wide release January 13th.
We just really want you to relax. Relax in what way?
Anna Kendrick plays a woman in an abusive relationship in Alice Darling. The thriller arrives in theaters January 20th.
That's my little boy. I can't give up on it.
Also opening on the 20th is the family drama The Son, starring Hugh Jackman as a divorced father struggling between his old and new life.
Something doesn't feel right.
Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel cordially invite you to Shotgun Wedding. Guests can dress casual for the action comedy when it debuts on Prime Video January 27th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Sorry.
All right, we're in the mid-60s right now. We'll be up into the 70s this afternoon. Lots of clouds, lots of humidity, small chance for a shower tomorrow, then a great-looking weekend on the way.
All right, some of the other big movies coming out in 2023. You ready?
Yes.
Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. Timothée Chalamet as Willy Wonka in a movie called Wonka.
Oh,
John Wick Chapter 4, another Aquaman movie, another Transformer movie, Fast and the Furious 10, Scream 6, and Dune Part 2.
There's so many. Wow.
It's a wide range of films. Yes, Fast and Furious 10.
I feel like we're running out of ideas.
You think?
Well, we were just laughing at that.
Yes.
Yes, because Jennifer Lopez getting married again on Shotgun Wedding. She just came out and Marry Me.
I know.
And then wasn't there like Monster-in-Law where she was getting married?
And that doll movie?
Ooh. No, we're not seeing these. No comment.
I'm ready for Fast and Furious 10.
Sure, we'll take that. Have a great day, guys.